Welcome, welcome, welcome back to another Whispers of Wisdom. I'm joined with Chantel Ochoa.
Good morning, everyone. I got a lot of people that were commenting on last week's with going to the lower world and meeting their power animal. And I was like, yeah, it was really powerful. And they enjoyed it and were able to meet their power animal and had their own testimony and everything. It was pretty cool. So I was like, well, now you got to come this week because you get to go to the upper world.
I would love to hear what people were saying to you last week about what they're like, what feedback you were getting.
So I had Reiki share last Thursday, and one of them came in and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I did the lower world journey." And she goes, "And I met my power animal." And it was one of those like this little, what was it called? A salamander, but it's a water salamander, so it has like the little antenna kind of looking thing.
Uh-huh.
So freaking cute. And she had that came through and it ended up she worked with it and they had a great experience. So I was like, oh my gosh, we should just do that. So I ended up creating this circle with with everyone that was there. And so we just journeyed to the lower world and then we shared our experience with that. And they all were able to meet their power animal, go down, have their experience, and now then their minds were just like open, like, oh my, this is amazing. I'm like, yeah, it is. This is stuff we can do any day, all day long, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I think that's
Mhm.
it. Like, I think what always surprises people, like, I do have access.
Yeah.
Access is available to me. And
Hmm.
I love that. I love that connection that it's all within us. The power is within us to have this connection. Like that's innate. It's innate. We were born with
Yeah.
it. We just have to remember who we are going, I'm worthy of this. I'm worthy of this tool, this connection, this gift to communicate with my higher self, with my power animals, with my spirit guides. So I love that they were feeling it right away.
Yeah. And where they were all able to do it. And it shows how simple it is too. Just creating the right container, being able to tune in and listen to, well, that was a guided one, but yeah, they were all able to just slip right on in and do the work, and it was wonderful. So
Yeah.
I feel too the simplicity of it is really inviting to people too,
Mhm.
because it's not like, oh, we had to sit in meditation for an hour, 2 hours, it's just real simple. So they really did enjoy it. It was awesome.
I love that. I think there's oftentimes it feels like it has to be this struggle, like 21 days of meditation on a mountain and fasting and to get to this thing. And I'm like, or or we could just use some drums.
Right?
There's that option too.
Yeah, yeah. And so it was really powerful. It was great. And I had, there's about seven of us. So yeah. Yeah. And all seven fully went down, did their thing, came back with amazing stories,
I love it.
experiences.
I
Yeah.
love it. Well, I hope that they join us for Soul Rising. So if you guys don't know what Soul Rising is, I'm just going to tell you a tiny bit right now. We start in about a week, and this is our um, shamanic Reiki training program. That really it's named for Soul Rising because that is what happens is that you rise up. You start adhering to your higher self. You start embodying your ideals, you start living out your values. And in that process, you shed what no longer serves you, including the limiting beliefs. And while we go through this soul rising process, we teach you how to shamanic journey to the lower world to meet your power animals. We teach you how to journey to the upper world to meet your spirit guides and all, completely on your own without any guidance. So, like, that's the biggest difference between last week and this week. And what we do in our program is that we're not guiding you. We're giving you the tools to access it completely independently so that you and your full sovereignty can always have access through these teachings. So really excited to be stepping yet again into this container, and we're calling forward those that are the right energetic match for this. So that's something you're interested in, please reach out. We'd love to have you. And we are going to give you a little sampler of what this program is like today for our Whispers of Wisdom this Monday. We have a little slideshow presentation on an introduction to the upper world and to spirit guides. And then we are going to do a shamanic journey, a guided shamanic journey to meet your spirit guide.
And I feel like people really enjoyed last week's presentation too. Like I think that was a good little added bonus for people to be taught and to see and have all of these senses connected of like, oh, they're not just doing it, but they're also teaching us how and why, giving us all the information of what it's about.
Right. And I think that's an important piece, like having the lessons, the actual education, the intelligence download is equally important to doing the thing. Because if we
Hmm.
don't have that piece, we don't understand why, we don't understand for what purpose. And that can give you so much clarity of how you can take your journeys to a deeper place. And so I had a very interesting morning. I had a very interesting last couple days, honestly. And last night I went to a chakra dance and I had a big emotional process. And it was by the end of the night, I was like, I was kind of telling my guides, if you want this to work, you need to send me the people, send me the support, like help me, just help me, like type thing. Like, and we all get there, like that point where it's just like, y'all, if you're sending me down this path, you gotta meet me halfway, spirit guides.
That's all Jerry Maguire, like, help me, help you.
Yeah, like come on, like let's go. I'm ready, but like
Yeah,
you need to show up with me to do this thing. And it was really funny because I left my boyfriend's house this morning and was gonna head home and I was gonna have plenty of time to do all the things. Right. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this quick errand. I'm gonna go home and take a shower, get my hair done. I'm gonna come on. You guys, I am in my PJs and my hair is not done. like,
well, cute looking PJs.
oh, thank you. So
Throw on some earrings
yeah,
and nobody knows.
that's totally what I did. I was like, earrings are going in. That's all I got. And I'll tell you why. So I went on this spirit quest this morning where I needed to take these air filters back to Lowe's because I got the wrong size and they didn't have the right size. And there's a local hardware shop that I believed had the right size. So I go down there, I'm standing in the aisle with all these freaking air filters. And I'm like, finally find the right size. They only have one, and I get to the checkout line, and the person standing in front of me is a shamanic teacher in town who also does very deep work. And I have been thinking about her a lot lately because she's got a local studio space. And I feel like I'm outgrowing or feeling restricted in the current studio space I have. And I'm like, where am I going to teach these retreats that I want to do? Like the day-long workshops, the things that I really want to take people deeper than a 2-hour thing. And here she is standing in front of me. And she was like, I've been thinking about you. And I'm like, I've been thinking about you. And we just had this like really amazing connection. And I went up to like her studio space literally was above the hardware store. And so
Mm.
we went up to her studio space. She showed me around again. I had rented studio space out of that same location years ago under different ownership. And so I knew the layout, I knew what was there. And I'm like, I want to do this. Would you be open to it? I want to do this. Would you be open to it? She's like, yes, all across the board. She's like, and I've been wanting to go online and I'm so intimidated. I'm like, where you're feeling resistance is where I have resistance and they're opposite. So let's help each other. Right.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The
And it,
universe is like, I hear you, and here's the nice meat for you. Like, let's get you guys together.
And I think this is where, so much of the soul rising and learning how to journey and learning that you do have resources, you do have access, you do have helpers is so important to remember because oftentimes, and myself included, you guys, myself totally included, if it's like I can do it on my own. I'm independent. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to do it all the quote unquote the right way, and I should get the results. And then the results aren't there, right? And so you feel like you're pushing and pushing and you're trying to do your checklist and then when you're like, you know what? I'm just going to ask. I'm going to actually surrender and going source, divine, creator, send me the thing that I need. Help me, help me do the thing. And then the answers start arriving. So I have this really interesting conversation with my partner about how I drive around town doing errands all the time when I don't need to be doing that. I could just be ordering off of Amazon, right? Or whatever.
Right.
And I go, and this is why I run errands, because when I run errands, I inevitably run into the next person I'm supposed to meet. Even like I was hanging a flyer the other day, and while I was hanging it, I'm talking to someone who's interested in what I'm offering, right? It's like we need this human interaction, because how else is the divine going to show up for us?
And that is collaboration. That's the beauty about that is yes, can we do it all on our own? We can. But that's why there's a lot of spiritual burnout out there. That's why people get burned out and they're like, okay, I feel depleted. Well, because you're doing it all on your own instead of using the resources and collaborating with others who can also bring to the table. And what do you have? And what can you offer me? What can I offer you? And that's amazing to be able to for us to be able to communicate with other people and make the offering that much bigger.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
Exactly.
so do you have a new shop now
Well, it's a
or
process.
space at
I think I
least?
have a space to do larger workshops. Like I did a really beautiful ceremony on Saturday, and I capped it at 6 people because I didn't think I was going to be able to fit any more people in. And
Hmm.
it was true. Like me made 7 people, and I was like, and there would be no way to make this bigger. Like I probably energetically could have held 3 to 5 more people. Like that would have felt like a decent sized ceremony and take an hour longer to complete all of the things in the ceremony. Totally would have been doable, but the location that I have that I'm working with wouldn't have accommodated it.
Yeah, it's a little smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now
So,
you're going to have this secondary space that you can fill into and have that shamanic energy that's also there.
right.
So it's yeah. And it is spirit does show up. It shows up in for me when I went to the lower world because I journeyed with them too. I was getting big strong messages of remain the witness, stay the witness, and recognize all the mask around you. And because they're not directed at me personally, but there's a lot happening in the space where I'm at and some people and stuff and just say okay, there's a lot going on. And so for me is seeing that protection coming forward and not necessarily like mask in a negative way, but just mask whatever they are, whatever the people are feeling, how they don't want to be seen or they're hiding or whatever it is. And so for me to go there and just so quickly receive that and to see like the mask being removed and put back on and I was like, oh yeah, I hear you, I see you. And so it puts me back into the space of be the witness, stay neutral. This is not your battle at this level. But at the same time, energetically, I can hold space for that.
Yeah.
And so it's just knowing that, yeah, we can always ask for help.
Yeah.
And in that moment, if I would have just said, oh, let's just do what we were planning on doing, I don't know if I would have journeyed to that
Right.
because it wasn't on the forefront of my mind to go, oh, I should journey and see what messages there are for me.
Right. Well, and I think
Yeah.
I think all of that is so interesting, like, and how people are really masking right now and not knowing where it's safe to take off mask and be vulnerable. And like that is such a potent part of my work. And to see like on my women's ceremony I did on Saturday, I had a group of women who came in who really had been, this is a group of friends, and I could see them taking masks off that they have been wearing in their friend network, that they have revealed parts of themselves that no one knew about, and to be able to draw people into this level of presence and vulnerability and containment and witnessing was so sacred work, and I think that's while the world is so chaotic and so pulling us in different directions, it's like this is actually the medicine that we need. This is the
Yeah.
medicine that we need. It's like, where can we find those spaces where we're actually ready to do the deeper work? So even though like Soul Rising might be typically a 4 month program, we're going to offer it for 5 months just to give some flexibility over the summer. This is the actual perfect time for people to be stepping into it, because,
Oh yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Like this is
Yeah,
the time when we need it the most.
it really is. Interesting too. Yesterday I hopped on a call with somebody that I'm going to be taking a program from. and we're working through the techie part of getting into her account or into the my account.
Platform.
Anyways, so at the end, she was saying, she wasn't feeling well and this and that. I said, "Do you want me to offer you some energy?" She said, "Oh, I would love that." As soon as I tuned in, she had an attachment on the top of her head, so it had it blocked her crown and wrapped around to her third eye. And so I just, cleared that. I asked her some questions, and then she was like, "Oh, okay," and then I kept going down. And when I was done, she goes, "That's funny that you asked me the way you did." She goes, and I said, "Well, that's because the messages I got." And she goes, "Well, I feel like that's where I received it." And I was like, "Oh, nice." But she was already like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so much better." She's like, "The brain fog is gone." And she's like, "Actually, I felt you work on my third eye." And she goes, "And it like tunneled outwards." And I said, "Yeah." And so I was explaining, well, this is the work that's done. It's like it can be so fast like that. Like, let me just tune in. Oh, there it is. We're removing that and taking care of that, clearing you here. And yeah, by the end, her eyes were clear, her face had changed. There was so much about her that shifted from the beginning of our call to the end of it.
Yeah, I just think this work is so powerful and potent, right?
Yeah, you're talking like maybe 5 minutes, if that. I don't even know if the whole session was like 5 minutes long.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm like,
yeah,
this stuff is freaking cool, you guys.
it really is.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, I love this little check-in to get us started. Like that felt definitely supportive to what we're moving into. Know that if you're also interested in learning how to be a facilitator, we do have our art of creating ceremony or crafting ceremony starting on April 12th, and that's a 6-week program, intensive program. And I'm really looking forward to that too. It's like because people need sacred spaces. People need sacred spaces. People
Mhm.
need these sacred containers. So whether you're ready for like I need to do this deep excavation of myself over a longer period of time to really allow myself to be truly revealed and to allow myself to spread my wings and to become my own, or if you're already in that energy and you're like now I want to bring it to the people, what
Yeah.
that, and I think that's why it's like I love that we here at Moon Rising Shamanic Institute, we're really striving to meet you where you're at and what level are you at, and knowing that like learning how to do journey work and learning how to recognize what's in your own energy, like having that level of self-awareness of going, I see my pattern. I see what's happening here. I know what's going on. And now I have the tools that you're going to be learning to really help release and let those things, the pattern fail and let go and release.
Yeah. Letting it fail. I like that.
Mhm.
You know, because then that's what opens up all the other doors. And
Exactly.
I'm really seeing that in my life right now. It's like once you shut that one door, the next one almost automatically opens up for you.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
just people are so afraid of saying, "Okay, that does not align and I'm ready to step away from it."
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Like the holding
So
on.
here's an open door right now.
Here we
Step through
are.
it. Here
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah. If you're listening, if you're hearing this, like take a moment. Like, is this for reason and purpose? Why are you tuning in this moment? What do you need from this in this moment? How can we support you in this moment? What energy are you available to receive in this moment?
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
no accidents and no consequences. Like if you're listening to this, this is meant for you.
Yeah. So let the transmissions inspire, right? So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to kind of shift gears a little bit. We're going to move over to a slideshow presentation. So know that if you're listening to this on Spotify or your favorite podcasting platform, know that you can reach out to me directly. I'll send you the file. Um, I'm having a little bit of difficulty putting these ones up on YouTube, and I feel like there's this, I don't know, it feels like there's like some energetic blockers going on. So I'm working on it. Last week's like it would not let me upload the journey to meet your power animal. So I'm kind of curious if it will allow this one, but know that I have them on Vimeo and I'm sending them out. So they're on if you're on our email list, you'll get them that way for sure. Because this is important work. And then they'll be updated on the homepage of our website. You'll get, if you want to journey, to the lower world and the upper world to meet your guides, and it will come with a workbook. Like that's our freebie, that's standard. So this is going to be a part of that free offering that we have all the time on our website. So with that, let's go ahead and pull up the slideshow presentation. I believe it is not that one, it is this one. All right. So welcome to Journey to Meet Your Spirit Guide. I'm your host, Christine Renee, and I'm joined with Chantel Ochoa. And today what we're going to be going over is an introduction to the upper world and your spirit guides. We're going to do a guided shamanic journey, and then we're going to have a scholarship giveaway for our Soul Rising program. Do you want to kick us off, Chantel?
Yeah. So, what is the upper world? The upper world is the home to spirit guides, our angels, and ancestral spirits, the divine, the etheric, powerful energy, a place of wisdom, love, healing, unity, and compassion. So, when we talk about going to the upper world, we are literally raising our vibration to match the vibration of the upper world of spirit and really filling ourselves lifting to that resonance. And so that is where we get to meet our spiritual team, our spirit guides, our loving ancestors, our angels, anything that you are feeling that is around you but haven't quite connected with. So today is a great opportunity to be able to go to the upper world to meet them so that they want to be able, so they can come in and help you, to give you their own wisdom, to love on you, to bring forward healing and that unity and compassion.
Yeah. Well, it's so true. It feels lighter when we go up. We're it almost just feels like that density drops away so that you can naturally lift and rise. And it feels loving and supportive and compassionate. Um, yeah, it's just a beautiful place to journey to.
So, how does the upper world look? Because the upper world is closer to the ethereal side of the energetic spectrum, it tends to manifest in energetic forms, like light. Your brain may interpret this energy as nature, like structures of water, cloud, or ice, or you may find yourself surrounded by areas of spiritual significance to you. Temples, gardens, etc. You may also find something completely different or find different levels. Trust the process and allow the upper world to reveal itself to you. So with this again is have no expectations. Allow the upper world to reveal itself to you as you are ready to receive it. So you may take it in as clouds, you may take it in as reflections of water, mountains, ice, like we're talking about crystals. It may become something that your mind needs to create in order to interpret it. So a garden, temples, that kind of thing. But it really is a very etheric form. It takes more on that celestial vision, if you want to take it like that, like whites and clears and aura kind of colors. And so when you're there, you may see the temples, you may see buildings, you might see pathways before you and beautiful, like natural scapes. And even beings, you might see them as well, but just trust the process of what you're seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Because oftentimes it will feel like everything is revealing itself through energy and light. And
Mhm.
it has that less of a structure to it. And yet you can ask for what you need. So oftentimes when we are like looking for our spirit guide, these are guardian spirits from the upper worlds whose primary purpose is to help guide you along your life path, offer wisdom and insight, and keep you true to your soul contracts. So these spirits are different from your guardian angel or ancestors, but although sometimes there's a definite overlap. So spirits can show up in the human form. They can take on that structure if you call them forward to it. So know that when you're journeying in the upper world, you're like, I need to see the structure of this place more clearly. I need my spirit guide to show up in a human form. They oftentimes will meet that need for you. So you can see the etheric forms, the light orbs, the energy, but feel free to ask, request that they show up in a human form.
Yeah. And know that part of it is you really do want to just when you receive it, you're doing this through your mind's eye, right? So the mind might want to be like, nope, nope. So just that's where you want to stay neutral and just receive what's coming so that you don't drop out of the experience, right? Because once the mind takes over. So knowing when you connect with your spirit team, that they are able to show up for you in any form that you need. So if you're not feeling into the energy because that doesn't feel like there's a relative relationship with it, ask them to show themselves as human form and work with the magic of the upper world.
Yeah, it's beautiful up there.
Hmm.
And this goes back to what Chantel was saying. It's like, it's, you need to be able to let go of your expectations. If you have an idea in your mind of what this is supposed to look like, if there's a hard, rigid mindscape of like, this is what it's supposed to be, it's going to be harder to allow things to unfold for you. And so if you can trust the energy and that this might be very different from what you encounter in daily waking life, knowing that it's going to be okay. Your spirit guide may choose to keep themselves hidden for a while as you get used to this new way of interacting with the spirit world. So you might just have that clear audience show up where you're receiving messages through auditory reception or something else. Maybe you have a smell, you have a taste, and it's not through visual. And so know that that's in the realm of possibility as well. If we try to release our expectations, you can step into the trust that will help you experience it exactly as you are and what you're meant to have in this moment.
Yeah, this can be a full body experience going to the upper world because you are tuning into all of your senses. So let that come to you and know that whatever you're meant to receive is what you're going to receive. So if it's just a piece for right now, build upon that. Don't just one and done it. Know that there is so much more. This is a vast interpretation or journey that you can do, and you just got to keep building on top of your experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're going to once again switch gears into the guided journey experience. So I'm going to stop the share and I'm going to have Chantel will call in the directions for us and then we'll do that journey.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead and just take in some deep breaths. Allow yourself to get comfortable, right? So get comfortable in your seat, whether you want to lay down or sit up, and just take in our deep breaths to allow ourselves to get centered.
Knowing too that if you are driving, this is not the time to be doing a guided journey.
No, save it for
Please,
later.
like, please be safe.
Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and if you know where your direction of the east is, you're going to face the east or at least set your intention there. So we call to our circle the spirit of the east, the element of air, and the spirit of eagle, the keeper of the dawn and the new day. We thank you for shining your light on our path and showing us the way and opening new doors and guiding us towards new opportunities. We thank you for allowing us to dance and to fly high in the wind and on your eagle wings so that we may see from a higher perspective with clear visions and intentions. We welcome the spirits of the East. We call to our circle the spirits of the South, the element of fire and the spirit of snake, keeper of transformation and the fire dragon. We give thanks that you light the fire within us, igniting our passion and flame. We are ready to release our past limiting beliefs and any obstacles holding us back. With the fire of your breath, burn through what no longer serves us, turning it into ash and allowing us to expand, transform, and shed our old skin. We welcome the spirits of the South. We call to our circle the spirits of the West, the element of water, and to all dolphins and whales, the keeper of the deep blue waters, our inner self and reflection, where the mermaids play. We give thanks for teaching us how to go within and to embrace the darker sides of ourselves, to release repressed emotions and to learn to nurture, love, and to forgive. We thank you for your love and your wisdom and your medicine. We welcome the spirits of the West. We call to our circle the spirits of the north, the element of earth, and the spirit of the buffalo, the keeper of the earth of Mother Gaia, who offers stability, strength, and structure. Thank you for teaching us how to stay grounded, centered, and how to embody the spirit of the tree. We welcome the spirits of the north. We call to our circle the spirits from above, our spirit guides, our guardian angels, our loving ancestors, and the cosmos of the sun, the moon, and the stars, all shining brightly upon us. We welcome the spirits from above. We call to our circle the spirits from below, our power animals, our spirit animals, and the mystical creatures that love adventure, and for us to journey with them. We thank you for showing us the world of symbology and how to interpret it. We welcome the spirits from below. And we call to our circle, our higher selves, to be connected and present now, to sit in the center of our sacred circle. Thank you for guiding us on our journey and for helping us to release what no longer serves us and to be open to the messages that we are meant to receive. We welcome our higher selves. We set the intention today to journey to the upper world, to meet our guides, and to return. And with all 7 directions present, the circle is now complete and sacred. We give thanks and gratitude for your presence, and so it is.
And so it is. It's meant to be. Go ahead and share some music to help us come into a deeper state of mind, deeper state of being. And then how's that volume?
It's good.
Beautiful. So taking a moment now to just fully arrive in your body, feeling where your feet touch the earth, the floor, taking some nice deep breaths, recognizing the inhale and the exhale, and just starting off by inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and blowing out what no longer serves you in this time and in this moment. Clearing the cluttered thoughts, the to-do list, blowing it out, and any tension in the body, arriving fully in the present moment. And as we continue to breathe, noticing the breath, sending the breath to areas of tension, and gently scan the body, allowing it to become heavy and relaxed as we move through. So starting with the feet, the legs, the knees, the hips, sending our breath there, allowing our legs to become heavy and relaxed, allowing our belly to soften, allowing our shoulders to drop, allowing our arms to become heavy and relaxed. Breathing, always breathing. Letting our jaw relax, the tongue fall from the roof of the mouth. Letting our facial muscles relax. Even allowing our hair to relax. Allowing the sensation of I am relaxed. I am contained with my spirit helpers all around me. And my intention is to journey to the upper world, to meet my spirit guide. Our intention is to journey to the upper world, to meet our spirit guide and to return. Our intention is to journey to the upper world, to meet our spirit guide and to return. And so it is. I invite you to envision yourself at a place in nature, whether real or imaginary, somewhere where you feel safe, held, honored, and exactly who you are. This may be a meadow, this may be a mountain peak, this may be the ocean side. This can be a national park. It can be anywhere you feel comfortable, and begin to take in the senses of this place. So noticing what you notice, noticing what you can feel. Your feet on the ground, what surface does it touch beneath you? Are you on dry, crunchy leaves, or sand, or smooth pebbles? Pathway. Just noticing what you notice, feeling your feet. Now feel the crispness or the humidity or whatever it may be in the air. Is it cool or warm, dry or humid? Noticing what it feels like in your lungs to take a nice deep breath here. And noticing what you smell. Is there a scent? Take in the colors all around you. What do you see here? What do you notice? What textures are up against your skin? What clothing do you wear? Noticing if there's anything around that you would like to taste. Really feeling into all of our senses, allowing this place to become real in our mind's eye. And here, wherever you are, there is a pathway before you that takes you up. So you start walking on this trail, looking for your access, your entry point to the upper world. Along this journey, walking upwards, it may be a tree that is growing that you can climb on and allow it to grow all the way up into the clouds. It could be an animal, a bird that flies you up. It could be a beautiful, sparkly cloud that drifts down to where you are walking so that you can climb on and take your beautiful puffy cloud vehicle to the upper world. There may be a rope. There may be a rainbow portal. There's so many ways to enter the upper world. What's going to help you climb to its heights? One of my favorites is to envision a hot air balloon. So if something has not arrived for you as you climb upwards, looking for your access point, know that there is a beautiful open platform with a hot air balloon awaiting you, where you can hear the gas element click on, lifting the balloon up into the air, noticing the ropes tethering it to the ground. And yet this is a magical hot air balloon, knowing exactly where you are to go. So you make your way over and you take your transportation and gratitude as it lifts up anything holding it down and back, release, and you gently float higher and higher, slowly and assuredly into the sky, noticing if there are birds, noticing if there are sounds, noticing the blueness of the sky, and yet there is one white, puffy cloud that feels almost like a magnet to you, to your transportation. And you feel guided there, pulled there, called there. This white, puffy cloud is yet a portal, an entrance way to the upper world. And your transportation brings you to the edge of it, where you can step off and onto the marshmallowy soft ground here. And you take in the smell, the mist, the whiteness, the comfortability, the softness of the energy, as if you're being cloaked in love and support and a listening ear. So as we are at the entrance, we state again that we are here at the upper world to meet our spirit guide and to return safely. We're here in the upper world to meet our spirit guide and to return. We are here in the upper world to meet our spirit guide and to return. And as you state this, the doorway arrives before you. You walk through the threshold and you can feel as if moving through some type of layer, some type of energy, some mystical layer that you can wisp through into the upper world. And as you move through it, it's as if the worries, the concerns, and the expectations just float away. They let go, that you are fully present in this new space, allowing that new space to be white, to be soft, to be pastels, and to allow it to unfold the way it needs to for you, for this connection with your spirit guide. So allowing your imagination to connect and communicate the way it needs to, allowing it to unfold into the scene where your spirit guide resides, their habitat. So noticing, does this space shift into gardens, temples, soft, white, cloudy energy? Whatever it may be, you can feel and sense the presence of your spirit guide here now. You can feel their energy, their heart song sing out to you. I am here. I am here. I am here for you. I know your story. I know your past. I know your destiny. I know what you're struggling with. I know what you're striving for. I am here. I am a witness of you. allow myself to reveal to you that I've been here with you, guiding you on your journey of life. And so as you feel this call, you feel this presence, allow yourself to be present with them. The energy of who they are. Calling forward, if you want them to show in human form, you may do so. And feel the love radiating from them, from this place, from this space. Taking a moment to allow yourself to drop into any messages, to receive their love, their compassion, their grace. Notice if they have a gift for you. Allow it to arrive in your hands, to take in its form, to take in its weight, to take in its energy. And as you feel this in your hand, notice if you have a gift to offer them. It may be in a pocket or a carry bag that you may have. What gift do you have for your spirit guide? Noticing what you notice as you offer it to them. And as each of you hold your gift, you fully energetically receive it into your heart space. Perhaps that heart space is a physical something that's carried with you, or if it's energy received within you. And in a way here, it feels as if you are mirroring one another. That the love and gratitude that you share between you is potent. That you learn from them just as much as they learn from you, and supporting you, witnessing you, and guiding you. So you have this intimate moment of connection, of honoring, of welcoming, of receiving. Noticing if there is a request from to your spirit guide. What is it that you need more than anything else? Allow it to come out into the open. Allowing not only your spirit guide, but all of the upper world hear your request. Knowing like you know that it is underway, it is being taken into consideration, The divine orchestration is being put into place. You give gratitude to the upper world and to your spirit guide as you slowly make your way back to the entrance, giving gratitude and thanks for your spirit guide for meeting you, knowing that you will have more connections. You walk through the threshold doorway once again. You see your transportation awaiting you. Whether it's the hot air balloon, the ladder, the tree trunk, whatever it may be, find yourself in the position to travel down, back, down, down, slowly, 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 and safely. Slowly through the blue sky, seeing the treetops once again, noticing any birds in the sky as you land gently upon the earth. And then slowly making your way back to your starting point and your happy place. Giving gratitude along the way for your transportation, for your experience, for your gift, for your messages. Until you've arrived all the way back to your starting point, to your happy place. And with a heart full of gratitude, start to bring your awareness back into your physical self. Noticing your breath, noticing that inhale and exhale, gently giving your body a stretch, wiggling your fingers and toes. Just giving your body a squeeze. Noticing your feet once again upon the floor. Stretching. Yawning. Allowing yourself to reawaken to this moment in time. And when you're ready, fluttering open your eyes and returning all the way back. And welcome, welcome back.
Mm.
Mm. Ah, yummy.
Yeah, it was. It was. I got to go on an amazing journey. Um, do you want me to share now?
You are welcome to.
Okay, so anytime I do go to the upper world, I tend to go beyond the upper world first. And so um as soon as I got there, I'm in my meadow. And then I see the trees, I feel the ocean beyond that. And then there's like for me a space disc and it's there. And I was like, oh, and I see you and I recognize it. And I'm like, but I'm going to the upper world and that is my intention. And then all of a sudden I'm like, and I'm sitting in it and I am just zooming. And the whole time you're talking in the very beginning, I'm just zipping through like over land through, and then I started going through wormholes and I went up into the stars and then just traveling the way like I travel. And it was just amazing. And then at some point I was like, okay, we need to go to the upper world. And we did. And when I got there, I was able, I so at first I sensed my papo, my grandfather, come through, and then I could see him in the same shape he was here, which was really cool because he was a big man. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I miss you so much. You've been gone for so long. And then when it was receiving a gift, what I received in my hand was this crystal heart, and it's like this big, and that was from my son. And so I didn't see him. I never have the opportunity to ever get to actually see him, but I did. I knew he was there. I felt that. I knew that was a gift from him. And then my guide came, and my guide is really, really tall, like really big. So I could just see me like this little being with this really tall guide. But I was spinning around in a circle, like dancing, like in a circle. Like I was like just so excited to like be there and be in the presence. But all of the colors were very much like lavenders and almost aquas, like those kind of colors, which are different than what I usually see. And so that was really cool to like take in that. And so when it was time to go and I visualized the balloon, but when I got to the cloud, it was like, oh, nope, there's my disc. And so I just got on it and then we zipped off. And again, it was like this going over everything and all of those colors coming forward. And then when it was time for me to go back down to the earth, then I kind of just came down and started drifting until I could see all the green. And so it was fun. It was actually really fun. I was like, I haven't done that in a minute. And that was cool.
Well, and I love it because I oftentimes have the same issue because the celestial plane and the upper world plane are so close together in a way because
Hmm.
there's this like you still have to raise your frequency to get to the celestial field where you're flying in spaceships or whatever it may be. And so I have the same thing. It's like, okay, but I know that that is technically speaking like a middle world space.
Hmm.
And so it's like, no, I want to go to the upper world. And then it's
It's
like,
reaffirming that one.
yeah, it's really like, let's go to this one over here. And so I love that that showed up for you so that we could kind of explain that, like, know that we do have celestial guides and we do have celestial connections and that they're there and it can be very different than your actual upper world space.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But from day one, that's always been I remember the very first one, and it was like shot me all the way up, and I was like, I don't think I'm in the right spot.
Yeah.
But so for me, it just felt like this under like and you're here, this excitement of that I was there, and yeah, it was a good nice visit.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
how I felt last week when you were journeying to the lower world and I could go, I'm like, oh, it was a really nice visit.
Yeah,
I
because I
love
think you
that.
tend to do the upper world and I do the lower world. Like those are our go-tos. And so for me, I don't always go to the upper world. I always go to the lower world. And so today was really nice to have that remembering
Yeah.
of, oh, it's so fun up here.
Right? Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh, I love
And
it.
I love that I had visits from my family and that I could see my guide, and that was wonderful.
Yeah. So if you are listening, we'd love to know what your experience is like. So feel free to drop your notes in the Shamanic Mystics Moon Rising Facebook group, email us, put your notes in YouTube, whatever it is, like we'd love to hear what your experiences are. And we'd love to invite you into Soul Rising, where you will learn how to do this completely on your own without the guided portion. You really learn how to set the time aside to really drop in and to go deep and to trust the process and to allow things to unfold just the way they are for you. And then not only receive those messages, receive the metaphors, receive all of these details, but then how to interpret it so that you're not looking for the answers on Google. You're looking for the answers from within. And how do I understand this? How do I interpret this? So I really want to invite you, like if you're feeling that call, be sure to message myself or Chantel, ask questions, know that the time schedule is based on your schedule. Like we do our very best to meet you where you're at. And we really look forward to starting this next cohort, which will be in about a week. So we'd love to have you. And if you have any questions, please reach out.
Yeah. And just as a reminder, we only offer this like once or twice a year. So like this is a great time now. So if you're feeling that call, get on a call, like ask questions and find out if this really is a fit for you.
Yeah.
Because once we open up our container, we don't let others in. We really honor the space and time for all of our students. So if this is it for you, give us a call.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Do you
Well,
want to close the circle or do you want me to?
yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Beautiful. So taking a moment just to give gratitude and thanks for the experience for today and giving gratitude for the spirits from above and the spirits from below for allowing their whispers of wisdom to join with us today as we journey to the upper world. We thank you, we love you, we honor you, and we release you. We thank the spirits from the north, the west, the south, and the east. We thank you, we love you, we honor you, and we release you. And we will continue to honor and hold true to our higher self to help us move through this day, to allow more of your whispers of wisdom, to allow more of your intuition and your insights, to allow more of these divine collaborations, these divine hits, this juiciness of what you have to offer, to allow us to be guided forward in this day and every day. We ask that our higher self, our higher wisdom, remain fully present. And with that, this sacred circle is now complete and closed. And so it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh, very nice.
All right, everyone. We will see you next time, and we hope you to talk with you soon. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.